This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button for me, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. Hope you're having a great day. Floyd Mayweather's daughter attended NBA Youngboy's hearing yesterday. Now, NBA Youngboy, luckiest guy in the industry, he's out. He's already out. 2 months? Nah, he's home. Okay, then we got Vamp Life Mobile. Okay, so Jeezy is also announcing his own cell phone company, and then you got Vamp Life Mobile with Jim Jones. We're gonna break this down. I know there's a lot of things that don't get revealed in these things that I know about because I actually have stocks in the companies that build the towers, so I pay attention to it a little more. So it's very safe stock that pays out. So I'll give you these things I'm invested in, and I'll break it down for you, and then we'll go over some high interest savings accounts that I found. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. I hope you're having a great day. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, all that bell and all that good stuff, and I hope you're having a really relaxing weekend, man. Let's get into it. Okay, so NBA Youngboy, luckiest guy in the industry. The judge ordered him 2 months more in jail, and then he would get released to his house where he would stay for 14 months without being able to, perform. So he'll just have to release music. Well, last night he came home. Now, I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying he's lucky. Okay, most people don't get that lucky. Most people don't get 3 years probation for a drive-by, then get arrested about 5 times during the first, year and a half. Get let out each time, okay? And then now, this last time, instead of serving his time in jail for the rest of the time that they had allocated, or, him doing 2 months and then coming home to house arrest, he is able to just go home. I mean, I don't know. Floyd Mayweather, if you see that picture, he looks stressed out. Yaya is at this guy's court case. He is stressed. That's why he's not enjoying Hong Kong. He looks stressed out. Champ looks stressed out, okay? And I'm a big fan of Floyd Mayweather, and I can only imagine, he raises his daughter this way, and he's like, ugh, she's hanging out with NBA Youngboy? But, you can't stop your kids from doing what they do, so it is what it is. Then we got Jeezy. So Jeezy, well, this is Jim Jones, but Jim Jones also did the same thing. So Jim Jones, there's no Vamp Life Mobile site up yet, but I remember him up at Angie promoting Vamp Life Mobile, giving out phones. I think it was premature because a couple months have gone by. I can't find any evidence that this thing actually exists yet. Okay, so I guess maybe it's just a cell phone now where you can use any service. I don't think the service launched yet. Could be wrong, but due to my little research I did, maybe I don't see anything yet. Then Jeezy launched he announced his launching. Now, there's 2 things here. First of all, liquor company. Now, he teamed up with some other guy. I'll read the article in a minute, okay? But what happens here is, I don't know if you guys remember back in 10 years ago, all these rappers had their own liquor. What was it? 3 6 Mafia had Scissor. No, that was Cameron and them. Scissor, and then I think what was his name? Little Flip had Lucky something, and they all had but they was all under the same liquor brand. There's 2 major liquor brands, okay, that do all the distribution, and if you're not with them, you're not going to sell, okay? So, and I guess smaller brands under those, of course, you would attach a rapper to it, because it would sell more, right? They're actually distributors. Now, they can get you in all the liquor stores. And if you're not with the right one, I think it's called, Empire Fed. I forget the names of these distributors. But there's only like 2 huge ones, and then there's a bunch of small ones. And if you're not with them, nobody's buying it because they're not going to see it. And I think that's what's happening with this cell phone company that this guy's launching. He's attaching rappers to it to help it sell, which it's not a bad business plan. Okay, it works. So his telecommunications deal. This is Jeezy. He's teamed up with a guy named Freddie Figures of Figures Communications, and they're providing wireless services to rival competition, more affordable, and then Jeezy reminisces of when he couldn't pay his cell phone bill. Bro, you told us you were trapping since you were 16, and you had money since you were 16. What's going on with that with that story? Okay, come on, man, trapping time, man. Come on, man. But anyways, it's probably the same company. Now, with cell phone companies and service, there's three major cell phone tower companies. American Tower, which I'm invested in. Just, you can buy stock in these companies, okay? And then you got Crown Castle, and then you get SBA Communications. And, of course, these companies pay out, when they make money. You get dividends and stuff. So that's part of, investing. You invest in stuff like that. So now AT&T and Verizon have teamed up with a company called Tillman Infrastructure to build their own towers. Believe it or not, they don't have their own towers, really. They lease space on these towers. These 3 companies I named, American Tower, Crown Castle, and SBA Communications, they actually lease out the space for AT&T, Verizon, Cricket, all these companies. And that's why Virgin Mobile and everybody was able to have their own communications companies, because all they do is lease out space. They obviously have to pay. That's those extra fees when you're seeing on your AT&T account and everything. This fee, this fee, this fee. It's for these towers, man. That's how they're paying for it. They charge you a little extra. So, that's what's happening with Jeezy and these guys. And it's not bad, all they have to do is get a little piece of the market, and they're making a ton of money, So I'm all for it. I'm just breaking it down for you guys so you guys understand, because I think it's important to understand that kind of stuff. So, that's what's going on with that. I wonder what's going on with Jim Jones' situation. Because I haven't seen any Vamp Life tower stuff out there. Okay, so then, Vamp Life cell phone stuff. Then let's go over quickly some banks. Now, if you want to just park your money, instead of going to the jewelry store or something, think about down the road where you want to be in 5 years, 10 years. I know that's hard. I made the mistake in my 20s of not thinking about 5 and 10 years. You're thinking about right now, You think about getting the latest this and that. When if you were to park the money for 5 or 10 years, your money be working for you. You want your money to be working for you. And I didn't start doing this until my early 30s, So there's interest. Instead of getting a CD where it ties your money up for a year and you can't touch it, you might want to think about putting it in a savings account with a high interest rate. Interest rates, you're getting more interest now, okay? So banks, you want to find a bank with FDIC backing, so your money's up to like $200,000. If the bank went under, you'll get your money back. The government insures it. If you don't have a lot of money, you want ones with no minimums. But we do want a mobile app, right? Because we do everything on the phone. So, good ones for no minimums. There's Goldman Sachs Bank, but there's no mobile app on that. Take notes on this. There's Goldman Sachs, 2.25 interest rate, okay? That's great, okay? You're making some money on your money, right? Ali Bank, 2.2%. No minimum, no fees, no anything. CIT Bank, 2.4%. Then they got something called Wealthfront. That had 2.5%, but that one looks a little more risky to me. And you got to have all these. You have to have a minimum of like 10 grand in there. That's the same with CIT Bank. You must have 25,000 in there and deposit $100 a month for 2.4% interest. So once you get up to like 2.5 and over, they're gonna start having like minimums, 2.4 and over. I mean, so like even this bank I saw called Redneck Bank, 2.5 to 3% interest, but you're gonna have to keep 10 grand for your checking and 50 grand for savings. Savings will pay 2.5, checking will pay 3%. CIT Bank, I would go with Goldman Sachs or Ally. Ally is doing most of the car loans anyways, and they're a bigger, I mean, they're not bigger than Goldman Sachs, but Ally has other kinds of stuff going on. They're doing car loans, so they have like money. It was a better bet. They have everything's done on the phone. You can deposit your checks on the phone and everything. 2.2%. And you can pull it out whenever you need it. So, I'm just trying to give you guys a little game out here because nobody ever gave me any game that I would have listened to. Not even really my parents, But was I interested back then? No, I was just trying to. So, and if you're interested in investing in stocks, look into, REITs are pretty risky, but this is like where it's like you're investing in property. So, like, if you go to your local outlet mall, that's usually a REIT, okay? Like if it's a big company that owns the outlet and there's tons of them, it's a REIT, and you can actually invest in those and bet on them doing well or bad, but it's risky, okay? Like cell towers, you can invest in those. I'm sure you didn't know that, but that's how they get money to be built. They're publicly traded companies. They're REITs. A REIT is something that is property that you can invest in. So that's how some of these companies make money. So it's called real estate. It's like real estate crowdfunding. So and here's the correct definition of a REIT, just in case anybody's interested. A REIT is a company that owns and operates, finances, income-producing real estate. So it's modeled after a mutual fund. So, anyways, look into REITs. They could be risky though. They pay higher, but they could be risky. And this might happen with I can't really say this word on YouTube because it'll probably get demonetized. So I can't even go into that. But it's with the greenery. That might be happening there. Anyways, guys, this is Jordan Tower JT News. Hit that bell, hit the subscribe button. And what I mean by that is investing in farms, REITs. That'd be a new thing, for the greenery. Anyways, I'll check you guys later.